Grindelwald in the heart of the Swiss Alps, a gateway to iconic peaks like the Eiger and the hosting town for the Eiger Ultra Trail by UTMB, attracting more than 4,000 runners from 80 nationalities. With a breathtaking yet demanding terrain, this event is one of the most technical in the UTMB World Series, the world's ultimate trail running circuit.
The Eiger North Face, there's so many different stories on that, so many legends were climbing the Eiger North Face. I think that's really it. Like you have Mont-Blanc in Chamonix, we have Eiger in Grindelwald.
Anna came from behind. just breathing so aggressively, and I couldn't say anything.
We look forward for Saturday, the big race day. My name is Ralph Neff. I'm one of the founders of Eiger Ultra Trail and the chairman as well. I'm a mountain guide, a professional mountain guide and a rescue specialist as well. But half of the year I'm working for Eiger Ultra Trail as the chairman and the risk manager of the event. Well, it's a very easy history, actually. 5 friends having a coffee together. And because when we started in the Swiss-German part, trail running was not really popular. It came over from Italy and France. And we started Eiger probably with a big portion of luck right at the right spot, at the right time, because when we opened registration, we expected about 300 runners for the first edition. And suddenly we had 1,200 runners coming from 40 nations. And since that moment, we knew now it's big. Now we have to work really professional. And now we have to have a good risk management in place because we are at high altitude. It is technical. We can have bad weather. We can have really bad weather. And that's why we started with a professional company to organize the event. The team grew, the event grew. Now we have more than 4,000 runners coming from 80 nations.
The event now features 6 races from 100 miles to 20k plus a race for kids.
Well, the E51 is actually following the E101 on the same route. They won't drop down to Bort, but they also summit on Faulhorn, go down to Burglauen and come back to here. They do an elevation of 3,100 meters and 51k. Then we have on the second loop of E101, we have the E35 starting in Burglauen, having at the beginning a really bad ascent up to Wengen, which is really steep and challenging. And from there they cross over to the Eiger North Face, come back to the village. And then we have our small distance, but I think it's a speed and a small distance. For some people, they're extremely fast. Last year we welcomed Kilian Jornet on that distance. That's cool. But for many runners, it's like a pleasure distance because you stay down in the valley a bit, go up to Bort, you have a lot of time, you have restaurants on the way, a lot of flowers, and then you come back here.
The E101 is 101 kilometers long and climbs 6,700 meters.
It will be hot in the afternoon there, it will be not easy. And then from Wengen, the runners cross over to the Eiger, see the glaciers, and then cross below the Eiger North Face.
Runners start their 101-kilometer journey from Grindelwald and begin with a steady ascent to Große Scheidegg, followed by a climb to the First viewpoint, where panoramic views of Eiger and Jungfrau Mountains await. The route continues to the serene Backalpsee Lake and then ascends steeply to Faulhorn, the highest point on the course at 2,680 meters of altitude. A technical descent to Scheniger Platte tests runners' skills, followed by another climb to the ridge trails leading to Burglauen. The trail then heads to the village of Wengen before starting a long climb up to Mannlichen. Runners continue onward to Kleiner Scheidegg, enjoying stunning views of the glaciers before crossing right below the iconic north face of the Eiger. The final stretch is a long descent through forested areas and alpine meadows before reaching the finish line in Grindelwald.
Voila. Hello, my name is Ramon. I'm 36 years old. I'm from Switzerland and I'm running for the team Salomon Switzerland. I do trail running since 2017. I did my first race here in Grindelwald and that was the start of my trail running career.
Hi, my name is Hannah Allgood and I'm from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I'm 32 years old and I'm a professional trail runner for Dynafit.
I grew up really close to Grindelwald. As a child, I was always here for skiing, so I know the region really well. So it's always a pleasure to run here in Grindelwald. This race, the Eiger Ultra Trail and the Wildstrubel by UTMB is like a home race for me.
I haven't done Eiger these, last 2 years because of CCC being the big goal, and I didn't want to do anything that could potentially disrupt that, as far as like, will I still be tired? Will I roll my ankle? And so this year, since I'm not doing the finals week, I was like, this is a perfect opportunity to get more experience in the Alps, more experience racing in Europe, and then also just like, everyone just talks about how beautiful this is, and obviously it's beautiful. So I'm excited to like test my limits a little bit more on that.
My name is Andreas. I come from Catalonia, Spain, but now I'm living in Switzerland. I'm a trail runner running for the Compressport team. I have seen all the track that we are going to do tomorrow, per parts, not the same day. So tomorrow will be the occasion to feel all this together.
Hola.
Hello, I'm Sandra Sevillano, a runner for the MIE team, and I'm here in Grindelwald. Tomorrow I will run the 100-kilometer race, the 100K. Feeling excited. It's 4 a.m. in Grindelwald. Trail running enthusiasts and top elite runners are gathering at the start line.
Just feeling excited. I had my pre-race Morton, just ready to go. Not so far away from Tenerife, which is, I think, 5 weeks ago or 6 weeks ago. So I'm happy to race again, and hopefully it goes like Tenerife.
A 110-kilometer winner of the Tenerife Blue Trail by UTMB, Eva Maria.
I think for me it's the highlight of the year, I would say, because I thought, okay, if everything goes right and it's a perfect day, if it would be possible to win that race, it would be the best thing happening in my life. So winning Eiger would have been such a huge thing for me, because Eiger is one of the most beautiful races. The landscape is just breathtaking, I think, and really competitive race. And yeah, since many years, it's like the best go here and want to win that race. And yeah, also because friends of mine, like I was thinking a lot about Andrea Huser, which she died. Also thinking about Stefan Hugenschmidt, who's a friend, and winning that race. And I was thinking about so many people, and yeah, it would have been so nice. And yeah, to be honest, I went into the race and thinking, okay, I try everything I can.
While they start their journey in the dark in the streets of Grindelwald, a truly spectacular alpine experience awaits the 600 runners. Among the peloton, there are familiar faces who compete every year, such as Jens and Ricarda Witzel.
So you don't have the real ones, huh? You have to do it yourself.
I have to do it?
Yes, you have to
now?
do it in front of your face.
I'm ready. My name is Eva Witzel,
I'm Ricarda.
participant for the race tomorrow in the EU 101.
Before the Eiger Ultra Trail started, every year I told to my husband, why is not a race in this nice area? So we were very excited to her in 2013. It's the first Eiger Ultra Trail.
So we're doing every race, every year, since the beginning.
E51, E35, E16, and so we did all.
Yes, we love Grindelwald. It's our second home.
Grindelwald is the most beautiful place for us in the world.
So we did all the races around the UTMB. Chamonix, of course, yeah, Lavaredo, and every race you told. We did them all, Western States. And so, but Grindelwald is our heart race, our most beloved race, yeah.
We always had a really good list on elites, and I expect a really fast race with runners, all the competitors from last year. And I think, or I hope, we're going to have a new record, but we'll see.
I always look on the other racers. I look at the start list.
Well, this is inevitable. Yeah, check a bit. Andreas later, who will be the favorite.
Hi, my name is Andreas Reiter and I'm from Italy. Now I'm here at the wonderful Grindelwald. And this is the only chance to do a long race before CCC. And so I came here and I will give my best.
At the beginning of the race, the elite men stay close to one another. In the darkness, headlamps cut through the night, creating a trail of light and guiding the way as morning approaches at Große Scheidegg. On the men's side, Andreas Reiterer, Ramon Manech, Alex Todamas and Stefan Ungerich are at the front of the race.
I was really happy that the race was not too fast from the beginning, so I had the chance to find a good rhythm. Normally I need 1 to 2 hours to find a good rhythm.
Anna Allgood is leading the women's race.
At the start, I was trying to be really smart. I felt like not going out hard, you know? And I felt like I started smooth the first climb. Like I was like feeling confident and I was like speaking full sentences. So I was like, okay, like I'm doing this well. And so it felt really good at that point.
Eva Maria Sperger is just 1 minute behind.
I would say in the beginning, I had quite easy going into that race, so not pushing too hard. I think that was really good. And then I thought 5 girls running before me, and then someone said, no, you are second. And I thought, how comes? Where are the other ones? I didn't see them. So I thought, no, it must be wrong.
Still tightly grouped at the front after 24 kilometers of racing, here are Andreas Reiterer, Alex Todamas, Ramon Manench and Stefan Ungericht.
And after the first, Andreas was not pushing more. I think that he always could push more than this, but I think that he didn't want to go alone. It's better to go with other people and then you push when you want, so it's good.
Out of first, the aid station first, after the cliff walk, I was like, okay, I feel good, but I took a bottle in a little bit too hard, and I don't know what was wrong, but it's like one of those moments where you're like, wait, why did that just happen? Came out and immediately was hands on knees, oh no, this is gonna be a bad day of I might just be.
The day is just beginning and the competition is already heating up. Surrounded by stunning alpine landscape and wildlife, Jens and Ricarda are arriving at First about 1 hour 40 after the first runners.
We love to spend time together. A lot of runners, the guys run, train, and the wife or girlfriend is at home. We have fun together, we love to spend time together, and so we do all races together. Yeah, everything is fine. We are in a good mood, so, but we take our time. It's a beautiful day, and it's nice to be here. Maybe it will be the last big challenge in the mountain, a race over more than 100 kilometers, because we are getting older and older, and every year you feel every mountain is steeper, and the way is longer.
We try to find out if it's possible again to do the 101, yes. Even if it's 10 years later, we just want to follow. But it will take a longer time, of course, yeah. Then we enjoy the day.
Reaching Schwant after 49 kilometers on the trails, elite runners adjust their strategy for the second half of the race.
My tactic was to stay calm, take it easy the first 7 hours, and so I ran together with the others. At some point I had a little bit of a lead, 1 minute or 2 minutes, and then I took more calm and the others came back.
They had said they're like, okay, they're like 10 minutes back. I was like, perfect. I'm exactly where I want to be, like not going too hard, but like hopefully to continue to progress on the field.
I tried to really keep up, and in the climbs she's way faster than me, but going downhill I could put some pressure.
And coming down there is like way more technical than what I am like even have access to, and so it wasn't like moving very fast. And then literally out of nowhere, Eva just comes like right past me.
While Hannah Allgood and Eva Maria Sperger are battling at the front, Sandra Sevillano-Guerra slowly climbs up the ranking. And they told me that I was already in 5th place. But I was focusing on my heart rate and my pace, trying to maintain my rhythm. By around the 55-kilometer mark and halfway through the race, I had moved into 4th place. Back to civilization in Berglaunen, where Andreas Reiterer is ahead of his competitors by just 2 minutes as he refills at the aid station. Ramon Manech and Alex Todamas arrive together.
The Eiger, it's one of the most famous mountains here in Switzerland. I always get goosebumps when I come here and see the Eiger North face. Here in the Swiss Alps, during the day it can be really hot. But then in the evening or in the night, they can be really heavy thunderstorms. If you see that the weather change, you have to react because it can be really, really dangerous. If the race director stopped the race, you have to respect that.
10 days ago, we still had a lot of snow on the trails. We had to clean that. We had thunderstorms the last few weeks with landslides. We faced quite a few challenges in the mountains, but I think the biggest challenge we have is the weather, and it can change really fast in Grindelwald with the topography we have.
Well, welcome to the final safety briefing, as always each year at the outdoor shop, same time. Mark, President of the Safety Commission, employed usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday doing the Ultra Trail. He used to be a mountain guide too, and the head of rescue in Grindelwald.
Well, the security briefing, all the big important people, stakeholders come together.
Hugo, I'm in charge of timing this weekend.
And Pascal, I'm the doctor.
My name is Andreas. I'm in charge for the rescue at the cable car Fist.
We talk about the things that happened so far, and we make like a forecast what's going to happen in the coming days. We look at the weather.
I talked with the meteorologist about 3-4 hours ago. We do not expect any rainfall still, but we expect Sunday maybe around between 9 and 12 in the morning. This is a big event with a lot of teamwork, but some people have to take the responsibility for rescue, for check out the weather, organizing the objective dangers.
At the moment, there are no measures in place. Everything is on green. We have many professional rescuers on the course. And what we new do since 2023, we also track the rescuers. So if we have an incident in place, like a runner twisted his ankle, and we have the coordinates of that runner, we'll see which rescuer is closest on site. And that's how we could reduce the response time from 15 minutes to 10 minutes until we have a rescuer there.
Here at the Eiger, the mandatory equipment is really important.
It's always important to have the right gear. In the backpack, I have always a rain jacket, gloves and long pants, so you are always prepared if the weather changes.
If you have a major incident like a thunderstorm, we will stop the race for the duration of the thunderstorm. We take the people into the aid station, mostly these are mountain huts or restaurants, and then we see how the weather is going to be, how heavy was the rain. But that's up to the safety committee to decide that with the weather forecaster to see how is the weather, how bad is it.
We are up at Männlichen, very nice viewpoint. The advantage of being here up at Männlichen, you have a really good 360-degree view. We have several people, if you can see then later on the table, from meteorologists, the ladies who assist us in the administration part, and also the safety precaution we're taking now. Right now we just had to order a helicopter because somebody twisted her ankle, so she got rescued by the helicopter. So there are all the different documents we need, from the kilometers, evacuation, regulations, the time schedules, the risk management, the helicopter schedules and all that. So like this we can check out several webcams around the country to make sure the weather is fine. Okay, phone is calling. Das ist der Mark.
Yeah, I think for our team it's really important that the runners come back with a smile. They should leave with a smile, to go on their journey on Eiger Ultra Trail and then come back with a smile, come back safely and help us to make a great event.
I heard, yeah, now you have 6 minutes more, now you have 10 minutes more, now you have 11 minutes gap, so the gap got bigger and bigger. I was so happy and feeling so good.
What an amazing view, huh?
Yeah.
Great.
Amazing.
It's so nice here. It's so beautiful.
The streets of Wengen are cheering for Eva Maria, who is the first woman to pass through. Hannah Allgood has dropped back to second.
I just felt like I had no gas, and I was like in a pretty dark place of just like, it's like emotionally, I was like, physically I feel fine. I just like, I don't know emotionally if I can do this today. Do we have anything to spray on me, or can I pour that on me? Yeah, you can just, whole thing. Yeah, just go for it. Yep, thank you. Woo, perfect. Woo. But I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna finish this race. I just need to keep going, like keep eating, keep fueling, like just do what you know you have to do and keep moving.
I was in front together with Andreas Reiter, and we was together until Wengen, and then then he pushed really hard to the männlichen.
After Wengen, there is a steep uphill. I was running with Ramon. I saw that he is in a very good shape, also in the uphills, but I felt that I have a bit 5% more because I could push a little bit more.
Andreas Reiterap is the first to arrive at the aid station at Mannlichen after 7 hours and 48 minutes on the trails. He is followed by Ramon Manech, who is 3 minutes back. The gap is widening with Alex Todamas, who is now 15 minutes behind.
This is harder than what you can imagine. It started to be really hot. And at the top, I found my wife there. She saw that I was not good, but she encouraged me, and I say, I'm here in the paradise. I have all the day to go through this track. And I take a bit more time, but I really enjoy the race.
Eva Maria Sperger is setting an impressive pace on the hot and challenging climb to Mannlichen, holding 11th place overall and leading the women's race.
Sorry. Tschüss, danke.
Hannah Allgood is still in second place.
My husband, Gil, was like, she'll come back. I was like, I don't know. I don't think she's going to come back. I asked him, I was like, how far ahead? He's like, 15 minutes. And I was like, there's no way. But I was like, just keep, again, same thing. I was like, just keep eating, just keep going. Yeah.
Okay.
Daniel Machner in third, closely followed by Sandra Sevillano Guerra. I already had some stomach issues, but I had to stop. I know I passed the person who was in fourth place and took that position myself. This time, it's unfortunately by cable car that Jens and Ricarda are coming down from Mannlichen.
We were a little bit tired and our legs, no energy.
Yes, at the end of the day, our batteries were empty, and we decided to stop the race.
The reasons that we stopped, and we are happy with this decision, we are long time ultra runners. We run since 20 years, and we finished a lot of races. Some days we finish, but some days we say, okay, for today it's enough.
For those still in the race, the last 32 kilometers promise to be spectacular.
You are in the shadow of this amazing north wall of the Eiger that make you feel really small.
Yeah, it was surreal.
And there were moments when I couldn't help but gaze at the stunning scenery. It was truly breathtaking. Moreover, it's a way to connect with the essence of the race, and I believe this is one of the things I'll take away with me.
After Mannlichen, I had maybe 3 minutes, and then I pushed hard from Mannlichen to the Scheidegg. It's a very steep uphill, but if you have a look up, you can see the glacier in front of you. I've never seen something like this.
After nearly 9.5 hours on the trails, Andreas Reiterer maintains a strong pace on the way up the moraine, while the competition tries to keep up.
I had really low energy until Kleine Scheidegg, but there was my wife was on the Kleine Scheidegg and she gave me a lot of power. So I pushed again until Eiger Gletscher. It's always stress because you think always, oh, the third will come, he will catch you every minute.
The poles help a lot, and also to be ready for the hot. I think that we already know from the start of the race that it will be a hot day. This makes quite harder to run all the day, but we could profit of the nice landscapes also, so this is also an advantage.
I had some trouble going up to Eiger Glacier, and I knew that from the race from 2018, that it gets hard because of the altitude.
Despite the fatigue, Eva Maria manages to maintain her lead, while Hannah Allgood gives it her all on the descent from Eiger Glacier.
Yeah, I was just flailing down that. Again, because I kept looking down at my watch and looking at my pace. And I was like, there's no way she can be running a minute faster than I'm running right now.
The battle for third place continues. Daniela Machner is being chased by Sandra Sevillano-Guerra. On the descent from Eiger, I managed to secure that third place, and I'm really good at running downhill. With only a few kilometers to go, Andreas Reiterat is keeping his advance on Ramon Manich as they pass through the last aid station before the finish line at Finsteg.
I did a good downhill, and I knew I'm 10 minutes behind Andreas Reiter, and I knew it's too much to catch him. I'm really happy that I knew it's enough distance in front and to the third place, so I could follow my rhythm.
Alex Todermas, third to pass at the aid station, is making his way to Grindelwald. Andreas Reiterat is the first one to take the tape in 11 hours, 5 minutes and 32 seconds.
Yeah, it's always a good feeling when you win. Everyone said to me it's too close to Lavaredo, but I listened to my body, and sometimes you have to risk a little bit. Everything went well, and now I can do a good training for CCC with a good feeling and positive energy.
Yeah. On an ultra race, everything can happen until the finish line. It's also possible that I get in really tough struggle short before the finish line, so you have to concentrate and follow your plan until the finish line.
After an impressive race, Ramon Manich finishes in second place position, 12 minutes behind Andreas.
I knew that I was good prepared, and I was really excited. It's my home race in front of the Eiger, in front of my family, and I'm really happy that I managed it to place second at the finish line.
It took 11 hours, 52 minutes and 52 seconds for Alex Todermas to make it back to Grindelwald and claim the third place of the 100k race. The race is about to take a new turn for the leading women.
Downhill was quite okay again, but then at one point I felt really bad with my stomach. I couldn't move, barely move. And I thought, okay, if you are so slow, the gap is getting less very, very quickly.
With 12 kilometers to go, Hannah Allgood keeps pushing forward.
Before I got to the aid station, I could see her like running down and around, and I was like, she's moving super well. We're gonna have this really big downhill, a couple uphills, and then a long, long downhill. And again, the whole day she was just going so fast on the downhills that at that point I got to Caitlin and got my stuff and was just really tried to stay relaxed. And I was like, okay, like this is what we're do. And then, yeah, so it was really out of the blue when they told me she was so close. I had no idea.
Hannah now takes the lead with confidence.
Hannah came from behind and I had no chance, absolutely no chance to push. I thought about breaking up the race in the last 5Ks. I threw up and then luckily I could run again.
I've been in her position too, where you're just in a hard spot. Okay, I know this is the moment that's gonna define this race for us, and so had to just give it everything I got, even if I didn't feel like there was much left to give.
The crowds in Grindelwald cheer as the first woman arrives. It's Hannah Allgood who crosses the finish line first in 13 hours, 9 minutes and 37 seconds, achieving an impressive 10th place overall. Eva Maria Sperger pushed through to the finish line, claiming the second place 26 minutes and 53 seconds later.
Winning Eiger would have been such a huge thing for me, even though I had way better time compared to 2018, and it's I think a very good thing to have the second place. I'm really sad.
Yeah, I think I'm still wrapping my head around it because I really didn't think it was possible. And I feel for her a lot. Again, I've been in that position too. She raced really well and she really brought the best out of both of us on race day. And so I'm obviously very excited and so happy the way it turned out, but I think also, again, there's a gratitude there because ultras are crazy, and yeah, she's a great competitor, and I'm grateful for her pushing me all day, and I don't think that performance would have happened without her.
Sandra Sevillano-Guerra finishes a race all smiles, having held on to her third place throughout the final 10 kilometers. Here is the men's top 5 for the E101 race. And here is the women's top 5 for the E101 race.
Sometimes it can be seen like a fight. For me, the most important is to use the expression of running with more than running against, because in this sport, I think that we always help each other to give the best of ourselves in the race. It's more like, okay, I have trained a lot for this race. If I will do it alone, I will not provide my best. So if I'm with some others, they will help me to push to my maximum. And alone it's not possible to do this.